Ew, what is up? What is happening? Hope everybody's doing well. So I wanted to do like a little double video, but first things first, we took our Symbiote up to rank 5. He's super cool, got a deep health pool. He's got really great attack. He's got some bleed. When they're bleeding, he gets crit rating. That's pretty cool. He's got a lot of room to kind of use those enhancement boosts, so it's really kind of beef him up. And so, yeah, I wanted to take him in here, show some gameplay. What do we got going on here? Is that, yeah, we can do that. We can do that. So we can kind of showcase him a little bit here. Ooh, I went to the one with the revive. That's awesome. What's on this node? It's Bane of Damballa. The defender gains 50 additional as long as the attacker is under bed. Okay, cool. Cool thing about the Symbiote is you can use all these boosts on him. So right now he's just kind of a skeleton of a character, yeah, we can just kind of play around with him a little bit here. The damage is really good. Block proficiency is actually pretty good there. I mean, the bleeds are really good here. And yeah, he made super short work of that War Machine. So I thought I would go through the boosts here. This is going to be kind of a long video, so if you want to skip around to the parts that you want to watch, that's fine. But I want to take my time here and just talk about these boosts that you can put on him. Now, you want to save these boosts as much as possible, if not completely, for the 17th when the new level difficulty comes out, and I think these boosts are really going to be helpful for that. So to start at the top here, we've got Cauterize. Special 1 attacks apply a heal block to regen champs for 10 seconds. Successfully blocking healing this way heals your champion for 5% of their max health. This buff only applies to... Okay, that's pretty cool. Cleanse. Holding block drains the defender's power. Holding block drains the defender's power. This buff only applies to... Wow, that's really good, actually. That's a really good one. Cracking Blow, Special 1 attacks deal increased damage for each armor up on the defender and remove all armor up buffs, so that's pretty cool too. So now we got Cut Deep. Debuffs caused by the attacker last 100% longer, so your bleeds are really going to last a long time. Buffs on the attacker last 100% longer. Okay, so you got some regens that might work, but this only applies to you, so I don't know about that. That might work for other ones, so you could use this in time with a regen boost or something. This one's really cool. You gain True Strike completely, like 100% True Strike, which is really, really strong. Frenzy, this one looks awesome. Upon using Special 1, gain increased crit... Oh, no, this isn't the one I was talking about. This one's really cool. Critical do 80% more damage during this time. So, yeah, that's really strong. That's really strong. Hardened Coating, gain perfect block at full health. So basically, if you could do that with like a regen boost, maybe that's pretty cool. In for the kill, special 2 hits will execute the defender if they have 15% of their total health or less. Okay, so it's kind of like Electra's ability, where she gains a lot of crit or something when they're below 18%. Killer Accuracy, Special 1 attacks are unblockable with 20 or higher combo, and then Special 2 with 40 hits or higher. Okay, that's cool. Mind Games, entering the blocking state will place a taunt on the opponent. That's going to be really great for an all or nothing, probably. Gain a random buff every 5 hits, so that's pretty cool. You just gain different kind of things, different buffs. Paralyze, which is intercepting an enemy, stuns them for 3 seconds. Kind of cool. Power Start 1, I bet you is what you think. Start the fight with 1 bar of power. Purge. What's Purge? Hitting a stun champion with a heavy attack removes all buffs currently on them. So parry heavy attack and you remove all the buffs. That's pretty cool. Quick Reflexes. Dodging a special attack with dexterity fills your own power bar with the dodge special attack's power cost. Interesting. That's really cool. Recoup, regenerate 110% of damage taken from damage over time buffs. So you're gonna, if you go into a bleed node with that, you're gonna be actually regenning 10% health. Upon taking lethal damage, heal 10% of your maximum health for each buff currently active on your Symbioid. So I guess if you don't have any buffs, that sucks. Symbiotic switch. Upon using a special 2, the attacker and defender temporarily switch health bars. I don't like that. I don't like switching health bars. You have a 70% chance to remove a debuff every 3 seconds. This chance is increased for each debuff currently on you. Okay, that's cool. Total Carnage. Critting the defender while they have a bleed debuff on them places a critical bleed. This one's going to be really good. That's going to be really good. I think that's really cool. Undying for the first 5 seconds of the fight, become indestructible and unstoppable. Okay, cool. Unknown enemy. Okay, so this one is the problem boost. Now, I wanted to, this brings me to what I wanted to talk about, which is with the skill Symbioid or the Golden Symbioid in the chapter 2 of the Uncollected. Basically, you take like crazy damage, 17k damage when you get power drained, which happens every 30 seconds with a node. It's called Languor or something. And you basically just die unless you have this, huge, unless you have a really big health pool and then you take half your health. It's just insane. I don't understand why Kabam did it. It's ridiculous. I mean, yeah, there are ways to play around it, but come on, man. 17k unavoidable damage. The fuck? Anyway, so then I saw a video of somebody using this boost, and then which made me realize, because I made this video with this boost, thinking, wow, cool, a way around it, around the Golden Symbioid. But then you read more into it, and it's all ability extra is reduced for all non-Symbioid defenders. So non-Symbioid defenders, that Golden, Symbioid is a Symbioid. So that's bugged. It was reducing ability accuracy for that node, and yeah, so that's ridiculous. So anyways, special 2 places a poison, bleed, shock, and incinerate on the defender. The damage is increased. Cool. That one's really cool. Okay, cool. So those are all the different boosts. So with that said, let's go. Do you guys want to see some more of this R5 Symbiote play? I wonder if I'll be able to, work in some of this damage against this Ant-Man. So basically what had happened was I had made this video, I watched somebody use that boost, the unknown boost. I saw them use that on the Golden Symbiote, and I got really excited, so I cranked out this video. And then people started kind of messaging me and putting comments, not like trolling me, but just being like, well, I don't think you quite read that correctly. There are some other counters to that node, and the boost that you were using is bugged. It shouldn't be working there. And so once I read that, I was like, oh yeah, okay. So counters for that node, because that node is insane. What you want to do when fighting that node is you want to try to reduce ability. You want to try to get some ability reduction, or you want to have a team, some undying thing at the end of your fight. You go it's basically you're not going to die essentially. You have some synergy. I think there are some synergies out there that kind of allow you to cheat death, essentially. Whoops. So there's that, but man, it's just a hard fight, man. It's a hard fight, and he's evading a lot, so you do need to use some you need somebody who's going to avoid. He's got 20% evasion. I mean, honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and say that I think the fight is bullshit. It's not fun. It's a ton of unavoidable damage. I don't know, man. I mean, there are fights that I think are cool where where there's a lot of strategy and you need to really plan for the fight. But this fight is just okay, well, if your power gets drained, which it does, every 30 seconds, then you're going to take 17k damage. Play around that. And it's I mean, come on, man, that's not that much strategy. That's not that cool. It's just figure out how to not take a shitload of damage. I don't know. It's pretty uncreative. And the reason why I'm making kind of a fuss about this is because you need to complete Epic to take your Symbioid up to R5, which is what is needed. That power level is needed for the quest on the 17th. So it's just like, you know, I feel like with Comic-Con going on, it's kind of been put on the back burner, but man, it's kind of important, you know? Okay, so with that said, counters for the skill for the Golden Symbiote that's like, you know, that you take so much damage from. So you can use your Symbiote, use the True Strike buff, use the True Strike enhancement buff thing, and then also use that unknown, the unknown enhancement, which is bugged, but it may reduce the ability for the Golden Symbiote. Now, of course, you can use Blade with Danger Sense. I guess that works. I'm not going to do that because obviously it's like, yeah, we all know Blade, sure. So if you have a Blade and you have Danger Sense, you can work that in there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with Dr. Voodoo, which is, I think, an interesting possibility. And we're going to try to work that in there. And see if we can't, you know, we'll place Brother Daniel on him and see if we can't kind of get around that unavoidable damage. See if we can't get around some of the evasion and stuff. Because yeah, I put out the video before and I was pretty angry and I wasn't really talking about facts. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of assuming too much and I didn't have enough information. So for any of the couple hundred people who watched that video, I apologize for putting something out that wasn't entirely correct. Okay, so let's go in here with Voodoo and see if we can't take care of this. So you can see Languor, when power empties to 0, you suffer like this insane amount of direct damage. Now I tried Sentinel because he has this thing where the more charges he has, the less like the weaker power drains are by like X% per charge. That did not apply to the buff. That did not apply to the node. I guess it only applies to like actual abilities. I tried Iron War Infinity Man because he has every armor up buff that he has reduces the effectiveness of power drain. Again, only applies to abilities. So yeah, I'd be interested to hear what counters you have thought of. Some really interesting synergies that maybe you found and figured out. So let's see. We got to get to the L1 with Dr. Voodoo. That's going to be the difficult part because he evades a lot. You can see right there, got the double evade. Just going to go for 4 hits. Okay, whoa. One. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, cool. Well, it looks like we're not going to get this up in time. Unless we can just get lucky here. Place. Okay, wow. We just got really lucky. Okay, so we managed to get Brother Daniel on right before that Plague Mine was about to bring us down to 0 and drain and kill us. Or give us, like, deal us 17k damage. Okay. Let's make sure I'm recording. Okay, good, I am recording. So we've got Brother Daniel on him. His ability accuracy is lowered, so theoretically, there's a X% chance that this will not deal damage to us. Okay, and it did not. That's pretty cool. Okay, so there is an option. Dr. Voodoo coming in clutch, and the evasion is going to be reduced quite a bit. So that's awesome. I'm glad that there is, let's see if it works a second time. Let's bait that out. Bait it out again. Whoa, we got clipped. Oh. Yep, it really, Dr. Voodoo seems to work very well. Ah! Now, with that said, it's a really long fight. And it's still really hard. Let's see if it works again. So, Dr. Voodoo doesn't work completely. His damage just isn't there, so it gives that there's too many opportunities for that thing to not work. So now I can show you the bug. I know I'm kind of using these boosts a little bit too much, but don't use these boosts as much as I'm using them. This might come back and bite me, but I hope they gave us enough. So I'm going to use the True Strike. So this buff really helps a lot. Somebody had suggested, what is that one? It was like Undying, but I don't think that's correct. It's just for the first 5 seconds of the fight, you're unstoppable, so that doesn't work. So this one, this unknown enemy one, is bugged. So this one should not be working for this fight because it's for non-symbioid defenders, but this guy is a symbioid, so this technically should not work. So I saw somebody use this and it worked, and then I used it and I was able to parry and bleed him, but I still took the damage and died. So we're going to give this a try. We're going to activate that here, and then we're going to activate our the True Strike one to stop him from evading so much. So let's see how much of this ability accuracy is reduced, because it's usually not 100%. Okay, so it did not reduce. Did they fix the bug? Maybe they fixed it. Well, luckily enough, he's not. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, Jesus. Well, now we're just on mission trying to stay alive until that. I just want to see if this works. When this. So you can see there that it did, like, I didn't die there, so that boost works kind of. Pretty weird stuff, man. Like, it's just really difficult to play around this Golden Symbioid. That boost I'm using just there is not working correctly. You know, it's broken. It shouldn't be working at all, but you saw that it did. I didn't die when that node expired, so it's still kind of working. So if you want to give that a try, you know, maybe let's see if Gwenpool. I just got 17 hits on the counter with Assassin. Let's see if I take damage at the end here, and I do. So. Yeah, I just think it's really not a fun fight. I think it's kind of stupid, actually. But if you happen to find a really good counter for it, let me know. Put it in the comments. Let me know what you figured out. So I hope some of the stuff was informational. I hope you guys enjoyed some of that Rank 5 Symbiote play, Symbioid play. And yeah, hope you guys have a fantastic night. I'll check y'all later. Peace!
Hi guys, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button.